when I pushed the victim. The guy who was talking bad about Dolly. What was he saying? Oh wait, I already know what he's saying. Ah, damn it. So what kinds of things were they Miss Swallow? Mr. Swallow were talking about? He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said that she was a bad girl. Is that all? Yep. Well, Miss Fay, you heard him yourself. Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove. That's kind of... At that moment, I heard some sort of loud noise. It was a loud noise, eh? A loud noise? What would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Objection! You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. Just try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been... Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us! When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. The umbrella. He fell right on top of it and broke it. That was probably that noise I heard. An umbrella? Huh? And what did this... And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Kinda like the owner. Then again, I wish I had an umbrella. Any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Fay? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony? Well... Wait. Oh, there is something important. I just realized something that I could be onto. This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, the cheap umbrella is more important than it's vital. What? It's vital. Oh, it is vital. I want to officially have it into the testimony. Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information from a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. After I shoved him, he fell on top of his cheap umbrella. So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella. Are you certain of this? Yeah, it was right under him. Actually, if it hadn't been on him, I was planning on borrowing it myself. The umbrella. Well, yeah, you see I was wearing the sweater here, and Dolly stayed up all night. Stayed up late for nights, taking the time to knit it for me. I didn't want the ring to dampen the handmade symbol of her love. Oh! My stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia. I'm so sorry. Continue on with your testimony, witness. A little while after I shoved him. I thought I was onto something. Maybe it's one of those things where you just gotta go through all the presses and then something else happens. After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit. I was furious. You left without even checking Mr. Swallow... You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition? Well, yeah. But like I said, I got really worried after leaving him. So I went back, but he was lying there dead. Getting really tired of this. I need some ginger ale real quick. Alright. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Cough, cough. Cough, 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 cough. Nope, nobody. Jeez, that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier. In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from the testimony, my dear, I'm afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever. Yes, sir. Right now, I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some truth. I lost my temper. After I shoved him, he fell into his cheap umbrella. Did he? Oh, he didn't. I was going to bring that up earlier, but I didn't know if I was right or not. Really, I was, because the music stopped anyway. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Come on. If I hadn't mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's argument earlier. What do you mean by that? Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole. You're absolutely right. The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No! I'm not doing that. Order. The victim, he moved? Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now? Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene. I want to present it as evidence immediately. Yeah, we got it. But the umbrella could have simply been blown by the wind. According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown by the wind. But I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render a final judgment. No. However, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony. Phoenix's testimony. Nice. Well done, Mia. Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about? Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through a cross-examination alone. I'm afraid I don't follow that what you're saying. Let me guess. You have another witness? Exactly. This witness's testimony will be incontrovertible. You just made up that word. Well, who is this witness? Miss Delilah Hawthorne. Delilah Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly? I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. What? I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear. Oh. I'm smug. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this. You can't be serious. Mia, what do you mean by that? I think there's a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Delilah Hawthorne. April 11th, 11:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3. Miss Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So I guess I can start relaxing, huh? Relax, my boy. You can't be serious after hiding such important facts. But the next witness is Dolly, right? She'll save me. I know she will. What do you think that? How do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life. That's why. The love of your life? Huh. would you mind telling me more about you and Mr. Lila Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here, in this very courthouse. Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. Anyway, one day she and I bumped into her One day she and I bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. She gave me this the day that we met as a symbol of our love. She had been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off before she gave it to me. She said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little Dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, alright. It makes me so happy. I show it to everyone I met. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Ooh. Anyway. So after that, you and Miss Hawthorne started dating. Yeah, she's so shy. Every time I see her, she's always saying the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Delilah Hawthorne, 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. But how do you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courtroom. What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse. Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there's some relationship between these two cases. Am I correct? Ooh. I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Ah, yes, but I'm afraid what you will have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look at downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to help you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, yeah. To be continued. Would I like to save? Of course I would. Yeah.